This Autodesk Fusion tutorial will show how to make a 3D printed print-in-place hinge. In the past, I've shown how to make print-in-place 3D printed hinges. With this method, you can print everything without supports, and there's much less interference chances with the printing process. To get started, let's create a sketch. I'll create a sketch on the side plane. Then I'm going to draw two rectangles. And I'll press R for the rectangle tool, click the origin, then draw out. Then click the origin again and draw the other way. You can lock these to be collinear. Press D to dimension. I'll select this one and type 90. This one again, and I'll type 90, or I could click this dimension. For the height, I'll make them 8 millimeters tall. These are the two sides of the hinges. Now I need the hinge mechanism itself. To do that, I'll use a circle. Press C for the circle tool and then draw a circle. We can use the vertical constraint to make the circle vertical on top of the origin. Then we can make a tangent to the bottom of this. Press D to dimension, and we'll make the circle 16 millimeters. With 3D printing, we want to make things nice and big. That way they're strong. 3D printing doesn't do really well with curves that start from the bed like this, so we can avoid that by drawing two lines. Draw a line from here to here, and then a line from here to here. Make sure these lines are tangent to the circle by using the tangent constraint in Fusion. And then we need to give them an angle. Every printer is different about how much you can print as an overhang, but generally you can push it to 40 degrees, 55 degrees, or 60 degrees. I'm going to go 55, press D on your keyboard, click this one, then this one, and type 55. This line and this line, 55. This should be a fully constrained sketch. We can check that. Here we see the red padlock in Fusion. That means the sketch is fully constrained. So now we're ready to extrude this. Press E to extrude, and we'll extrude one side first. Click this piece, and the circle. We want to extrude in one direction, and we'll extrude 15 millimeters. Press OK. Fusion will hide your sketch unless you have that setting turned off in your preferences. So go ahead and re-show the sketch by clicking the eyeball. Press E to extrude, and this time just click one of these faces. We want to go 30 millimeters, and the operation should be join. Press OK. Orbit around to see the other side of this. We can hide the sketch temporarily. We'll draw a new sketch right on this hinge piece. Press P to project, and press OK. On this projected circle, press C, and then we'll draw a new circle, 8 millimeters. Then press E, select this circle, and extrude out about 4 millimeters. Generally, about half the distance of the diameter will be enough. And then we're going to add a taper angle of -35. This allows there to be not a point here, but enough of a taper that this can print up without any supports. And the operation should be join. Press OK. So our print-in-place hinge will be able to be 3D printed. But we need the other parts of the print-in-place hinge. Re-show the first sketch, press extrude, then click all of these pieces, including this flange. Extrude 30 millimeters. Fusion will try to cut the hinge, but we want to make the operation new body. Press OK. You can hide the sketch. So now we have two bodies, but they're not really a 3D print-in-place hinge yet. We'll use the combine operation. When you're using combine, always think about cutting cake. The target body is the cake, the tool body is the knife. In this case, the target body will be body number 2, and then the knife will be body number 1. Here you can see a preview of what will happen and press OK. But this still will not work because everything is perfectly touching. So we need to offset some faces to make the print-in-place hinge work. Under the Modify tools, we have Offset Face. It's easier if you hide one of the bodies. So we'll work on body 1 first. We need to offset all the faces that will touch. Select all these and type -0.3, modify, offset faces. Click the cone part, -0.2. These values need to be adjusted for your printer, but generally you want this cone to be a little tighter so there's less play in the hinge. Now show body 2, orbit around. Once again, modify, offset face. Click this face, this face, this face, and then that inner piece. Type negative 0.3. The last offset face, click the cone, negative 0.2. Press OK. So now we have everything ready to go for our print in place hinge, but this would just fall apart. So we can mirror it across the center line, and then we'll have two pieces that will be locked together. Click Create, Mirror. We want to mirror bodies. We want to mirror both the bodies. For the mirror plane, we'll select the original plane, and the operation should be join. To make sure you did this right, double check that you still have two bodies. Excellent. Now, since we're 3D printing this print in place hinge, we want to fillet and chamfer everything. The easiest way to do this is to hide one of the bodies, click the fillet tool, and then I'll work around getting all the edges. We want to do basically every edge but the ones that are going to touch the print bed. For the print bed, we'll chamfer. So click this one, work around getting all the edges selected. There's probably a tiny one right here that you need to grab. Once you have all the edges that you're going to fillet selected, you can type in a number like 0.8. This will fillet them 0.8 millimeters. Generally, you want it to be divided by how wide your layers are when you're printing. So by 0.4 is a common print nozzle. You can go to 1.2 if you want it to be nice and really rounded. Then press OK. Just remember that value so you can do the same on the other side. Then click Modify, Chamfer. Select the entire bottom face and type 0.8. This will help for printing on the bottom of the build plate of the 3D printer. So now we can hide body 1, then show body 2, and repeat the fillet and chamfer process. Select fillet, then select all of the edges. Once you have all the edges selected, type in your fillet value and remember what you did for the other one. And so this will be 1.2. Select chamfer, select the bottom face, type 0.8. So now this is ready to 3D print. Show both bodies. And then to make sure that your print in place hinge isn't going to have any interference, click Inspect, Section Analysis, click this face here, and then I can move the section analysis up and down. And then we can see that all the way through, that there's no interference for the 3D print in place hinge. Normally we would want to make these two pieces components so we could use joints to analyze what's going on. But for 3D printing, we can just use the part mechanism and call this one single part, even though it has two bodies. So hopefully this allows you to make a 3D print in place hinge that requires no supports. Happy 3D modeling.